Academic procession.
The academic procession enters the hall. Please rise.
يا ربي بالمصطفى بلغ مقاصدنا واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم يا
The royal procession enters the hall. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing.
يا ربي بالمصطفى بلغ مقاصدنا واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم يا ربي بالمصطفى بلغ مقاصدنا واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم آمين تذكر جيراني بذي سلامي ما زجت دمعا جرى من بكلة بدمي يا ربي بالمصطفى بلغ مقاصدنا واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم أم هبت الريح من تلقاء كاظمتي وأمط البرق في صوى الماء من إضمي واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم
Hadirin dipersilakan duduk.
Menghadap ke bawah duli Yang Maha Mulia Sri Paduka Baginda Yang di-Pertuan Agong Al-Sultan Abdullah RI'AYATUDDIN Al-MUSTAFA BILLAH SHAH IBNI Almarhum Sultan HAJI AHMAD SHAH Al-MUSTA'IN BILLAH. Menghadap ke bawah duli Yang Maha Mulia Sri Paduka Baginda Raja Permaisuri Agong Tunku Azizah Aminah Maimunah Iskandaria binti Almarhum Al-Mutawakkil ala Allah Sultan Iskandar Al-Haj, Ketua Perlembagaan Universiti Islam Antarabangsa Malaysia. Menghadap ke bawah duli Yang Maha Mulia Pemangku Raja Pahang Tengku Mahkota Tengku Hasanal Ibrahim Alam Shah Ibni Al-Sultan Abdullah RI'AYATUDDIN Al-Mustafa Billah Shah, Chancellor Universiti Islam Pahang Sultan Ahmad Shah. Ampun tuanku, beribu-ribu ampun, sembah patik harap diampun. Patik bagi sekalian yang hadir merafak sembah dan menjunjung setinggi-tinggi kasih atas limpah perkenan duli-duli tuanku sudi berangkat mencemar duli menyempurnakan istiadat Convocation peringatan ulang tahun UIAM kali ke-40 ini. Sesungguhnya, keberangkatan duli-duli tuanku merupakan penghargaan yang amat bermakna kepada kami pacal-pacal sekalian. Ampun tuanku. Majlis memohon limpah perkenan ke bawah duli Yang Maha Mulia Seri Paduka Baginda tuanku untuk patik mengendalikan acara seterusnya di dalam bahasa Inggeris serta mengalu-alukan tetamu yang hadir. Menjunjung kasih tuanku.
Honorable Tan Sri Samsudin Osman, President of the International Islamic University Malaysia, Honorable Professor Emeritus Tan Sri Datuk Zulkifli Abdul Razak, Rector of the International Islamic University Malaysia, Excellencies and distinguished guests, Yang Amat Mulia, Paduka-Paduka anak anda, respected University Management Committees and Senate members, alumni and former staff of RI'AYUM, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and a very good morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, this ceremony will commence with the recitation of Ummul Kitab Al-Fatihah for our first constitutional head, ke bawah duli Yang Maha Mulia Paduka Ayahanda, Almarhum Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Al-Musta'in Billah, Ibni Almarhum Sultan Abu Bakar RI'AYATUDDIN Al-Muazzam Shah. Al-Fatihah.
Her Majesty, Sri Paduka Baginda, the Raja Permaisuri Agong, Tunku Azizah Aminah Maimunah Iskandaria, binti Almarhum Al-Mutawakkil Allah, Sultan Iskandar Al-Haj, the constitutional head of the International Islamic University Malaysia, will now declare open the 40th anniversary commemorative convocation ceremony of the International Islamic University Malaysia.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I hereby declare open the 40th IIUM Anniversary Commemorative Convocation Ceremony of the International Islamic University Malaysia for the Conference of Honorary Degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Leadership.
Menjunjung kasih Tuanku.
Ampun Tuanku. May I invite Ustaz Muhammad Rashid Ridha Muhammad Shukri from the Center for Languages and Pre-University Academic Development, CELPAD, to recite Surah Al-Alaq.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم كلا إن الإنسان ليطغى أن رآه استغنى إن إلى ربك الرجعى أرأيت الذي ينهى عبدا إذا صلى أرأيت إن كان على الهدى أو أمر بالتقوى أرأيت إن كذب وتولى ألم يعلم بأن الله يرى كلا لئن لم ينته ينتهي لنسفعا بالناصية كلا لئن لم ينته لنسفعا بالناصية ناصية كاذبة خاطئة فليدع ناديه سندع الزبانية فليدع ناديه سندع الزبانية كلا لا تطعه واسجد واقترب صدق الله العظيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Ampun Tuanku, Her Majesty Sri Paduka Baginda, the Raja Permaisuri Agong, Constitutional Head of the International Islamic University Malaysia, will now deliver the Royal Address.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Praise be to Allah, peace and blessings be upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his family and his noble companions. Menghadap kepada Yang Maha Mulia Sri Paduka Baginda Yang di-Pertuan Agong Al-Sultan Abdullah RI'AYATUDDIN Al-MUSTAFA BILLAH SHAH IBNI ALMARHUM Sultan HAJI AHMAD SHAH AL-MUSTA'IN BILLAH. Your Royal Highness, the Prince Regent of Pahang, Tunku Hasanal Ibrahim Alam Shah, Paduka anak anda saya, Tan Sri Samsudin Osman, the President of the International Islamic University Malaysia, Tan Sri Datuk Zulkifli Abdul Razak, Director of International Islamic University Malaysia, Paduka Kekanda dan Adinda, Your Excellencies and distinguished guests, alumni and former staff, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure to be here and welcome you today to the 40th IIUM Anniversary Commemorative Convocation Ceremony, at which we celebrate the 40 years of IIUM's establishment and great achievement. It has been my honor and good fortune to serve as the second constitutional head of this university. Thank you, Your Majesty, for choosing me as the constitutional head. Allow me now to take this opportunity to express my deepest appreciation to individuals who have played important roles in IIUM's history. To our beloved father, Almarhum Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Al-Musta'in Billah, Ibni Almarhum Sultan Abu Bakar RI'AYATUDDIN Al-Muazzam Shah, who led this university as the first constitutional head from the birth of IIUM in 1983 to 2019 with much passion and compassion. To members of the board of governors, the presidents, directors, all staff and students whose effort over the last 4 decades have enabled the IIUM's vision to flourish, and we have benefited immensely from their contributions in times of great change and growth. I would also like to thank the present leadership and community of IIUM for continuing to foster the cooperation in building and taking this university to a greater height. And in just 40 years, the sheer efforts of everyone have brought RIUM from only having 2 kuliahs to a globally recognized institution hosting students from over 100 countries. Viewed alongside international universities that are centuries old, nonetheless, we still have a great deal more to face and to celebrate in the years to come. Today, IIUM is renowned locally and internationally as a young, dynamic institution which integrates the best of both knowledge, the revealed and the rational, cultivates and nurtures talent through its unique curriculum imbued with Islamic philosophy of excellence, produces society and thought leaders who are leading the world from government to corporate to philanthropy, and addresses humanity's pressing challenges through cross-nations initiatives and partnerships pillared by the principle of Maqasid al-Shariah and sustainable development goals. Just in the past years, several of our academic researchers and students have emerged as the best in the world. Our journey in the past 40 years may be short, but its remarkable current momentum is palpable. On this special day, let us reflect on the RIUM founding spirit and past footprints as we renew our resolutions to prepare for the 60 years to come. And let us continue to forge our commitments to carry out the important task of educating the young generations. Our most important connection to the future is our young generations and the hopes of our nations and ummah, the inventors, the innovators, leaders of the world by discharging this mission, and we shall play a vital role in reviving the nation and the world. Remember that great history is not built by individual efforts, but by collective strength and cumulative impact of small victories. It is indeed a wonderful morning to celebrate RIUM's milestone with our distinguished guests, faculty, staff, students, and alumni in commemorating our 40 years journey, and I am glad to announce that RIUM has published 3 books which are instrumental in capturing our stories, our efforts, and way forward. Firstly, International Islamic University of Malaysia at 40, Leading the Way, that's the first book. The second book is University of the Future, Leading the Way, and the third book is Murabi in Action, Stories of RIUM Staff Implementing Sejahtera Academic Framework. On behalf of RIUM community, I would also like to express our utmost gratitude to His Majesty for consenting to accept the honorary doctorate in leadership awarded in conjunction of this 40th anniversary. To me, it is most apt because in your reign as king, you have proven to be a great exemplary leader. His Majesty is a most remarkable leader when it comes to handling unprecedented issues, a truly exemplary leader who has rode through multiple political storms so solidly steeped in calmness and focus. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for His guidance and protection to enable His Majesty to has justly and successfully steered the nations through unprecedented issues special only to his reign. And once again, I would like to pay tribute to everyone who has played a part in the university's rapid progress and growing momentum. Congratulations belong to many people who have made our achievement possible. And that leaves me only to say, happy 40th anniversary. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ampun tuanku, beri ampun. Sembah patik mohon diampun. Alhamdulillah.
Menjunjung kasih Tuanku.
Ampun Tuanku. I have the pleasure to call upon Honorable Professor Emeritus Tan Sri Datuk Zulkifli Abdul Razak, Rector of the International Islamic University Malaysia, to deliver the special citation on His Majesty Sri Paduka Baginda the Yang di-Pertuan Agong.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Greeting of peace and a very good morning. His Majesty Sri Paduka Baginda Yang di-Pertuan Agong AL-SULTAN Abdullah RI'AYATUDDIN Al-MUSTAFA BILLAH SHAH IBNI ALMARHUM Sultan HAJI AHMAD SHAH Al-MUSTA'IN BILLAH was elected as the 16th Yang di-Pertuan Agong on the 24th of January 2019 by the Conference of Rulers. His Majesty was born in July 30th, 1959 at Istana Mangga Tunggal, Pekan Pahang, as the eldest son of Sultan Ahmad Shah, the Sultan of the state of Pahang. His Majesty attended school in Malaysia until he completed secondary school and then went to Britain to further his studies. His Majesty attended Sekolah Kebangsaan Ahmad in Pekan and Sekolah Rendah Kebangsaan St. Thomas in Kuantan and continued his education in Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan St. Thomas. Later, His Majesty enrolled in Elderham School in the UK. His Majesty then extended to the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst, Worcester College and the Queen Elizabeth College, where His Majesty obtained a diploma in international relations and diplomacy. On the 1st July 1975, His Majesty was appointed as Tengku Mahkota, the Crown Prince of Pahang. At the age of 20 years old, His Majesty was appointed as the Regent of Pahang when his father, Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Al-MUSTA'IN BILLAH IBNI Almarhum Sultan Abu Bakar RI'AYATUDDIN Al-Muazzam Shah was elected the 7th Yang di-Pertuan Agong on the 28th of April 1979. The royal nuptial was held on the 6th March 1986 with Her Majesty Sri Paduka Baginda the Raja Permaisuri Agong, Tuan Tunku Azizah Aminah Maimunah Iskandariah binti Almarhum Al-Mutawakkil Allah Sultan Iskandar Al-Hajj at the Masjid Sultan Abu Bakar Johor. His Majesty and Her Majesty are blessed with 4 princes and princesses. His Majesty was proclaimed as the Sultan of Pahang in 2019 at the age of 59. His Majesty leadership in the military. His Majesty received early training in the military at the Royal Military Academy, Sandhurst, England. He was a cadet officer at the Academy in 1978 and commissioned as a second lieutenant by the Queen Elizabeth II in 1980. He was awarded the honorary rank of Major in the Royal Armour Corps in 1987. His Majesty was conferred the rank of Brigadier General of the Territorial Army 505th Regiment, Regiment Askar Wataniah in 2004, an elevation from the rank of Colonel which has been awarded to him in the year 2000. In his constitutional duty as Yang di-Pertuan Agong, he holds the rank of Supreme Commander of the Malaysian Armed Forces, as well as the rank of Field Marshal of the Royal Malaysian Army, TDM, Marshal of the Royal Malaysian Air Force, TUDM, and Admiral of the Fleet of Royal Malaysian Navy, TLDM. His Majesty leadership in sports. His Majesty is active in sports, including polo, football, and hockey. He has led Pahang Royal Polo team in international tournaments, including at the Windsor Polo Club in England. His Majesty also led the team in international competition such as in Singapore, the Philippines, Brunei, the United States of America, Argentina, Spain, Belgium, and Thailand. In 1983, His Majesty won a gold medal for Malaysia in the 12th SEA Games in Singapore. Among the leadership role that His Majesty had held is the President of the Malaysian Football Association, a member of the ASEAN Football Association, the Vice President of Asian Football Confederation. His Majesty was entrusted as the Executive Committee representing Asia in the Federation International Football Association from the year 2015 to the year 2019. His Majesty's stewardship in ensuring national unity. His Majesty stayed his hand in maintaining the political instability, particularly the appointment of Prime Minister in the absence of a majority in the Dewan Rakyat during his reign is evidence enough of his stature as a head of state of Malaysia. The fall of the Pakatan Harapan government that led to the resignation of Tun Mahathir Mohamad as the 7th Prime Minister on the 24th February 2020 created uncertainty and mandated by having Tun Mahathir Mohamad as the interim Prime Minister before the eventual appointment of Tan Sri Datuk Muhyiddin Yassin as the 8th Prime Minister of Malaysia on the 1st of March 2020. Once it was ascertained by His Majesty as the one who, among members of the Dewan Rakyat, was likely to command the confidence of the majority. His Majesty had also to contemplate the several proclamations of emergency in relation to COVID-19 pandemic, coinciding with political instability which continued after the appointment of Tan Sri Datuk Muhyiddin Yassin. With the withdrawal of support of political parties from Tan Sri Datuk Muhyiddin Yassin in the year 2021, the 8th Prime Minister resigned. His Majesty then appointed Datuk Sri Ismail Sabri as the 9th Prime Minister of Malaysia on the 21st of August 2021. The result of the 15th Malaysian general election was announced on the 20th November 2022, and the election produced for the first time a hung parliament in Malaysia, where no political parties or coalition of political parties had even the simple majority in the Dewan Rakyat to form the government. And eventually, it is His Majesty's judgment and wisdom that Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim commands the confidence of the majority of the Dewan Rakyat, and thus he was appointed as the 10th Prime Minister of Malaysia on the 21st November 2022. With this appointment, His Majesty has appointed uniquely 4 Prime Ministers during his reign as the Yang di-Pertuan Agong, a unique feat indeed. Hence, the Senate and the Board of Governors have decided that the conferment of Honorary Doctorate of Philosophy in Leadership to His Majesty is timely due to His Majesty Sri Paduka Baginda Yang di-Pertuan Agong AL-SULTAN ABDULLAH RI'AYATUDDIN AL-MUSTAFA BILLAH SHAH IBNI ALMARHUM Sultan Haji AHMAD SHAH AL-MUSTA'IN BILLAH leadership, stewardship, and commitment to national and global harmony, humanity, security, and development deserve to be recognized. May Allah bestow His Majesty with good health and endless compassion and wisdom. Sekian saja persembahan ucapan patik menjunjung terima kasih Tuanku. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Ampun Tuanku.
Thank you, Honorable Tan Sri.
Ampun Tuanku. Her Majesty, Sri Paduka Baginda, the Raja Permaisuri Agong, the constitutional head of the International Islamic University Malaysia, will now confer the honorary degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Leadership upon His Majesty Sri Paduka Baginda, the Yang di-Pertuan Agong. Menjunjung kasih Tuanku.
Ampun Tuanku. His Majesty Sri Paduka Baginda, the Yang di-Pertuan Agong, will now deliver his royal acceptance remarks.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu asyrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Yang Maha Mulia Sri Paduka Baginda Raja Permaisuri Agong, the constitutional head of International Islamic University of Malaysia, dan juga isteri saya yang tersayang, yang Maha Mulia anak dia saya, Mangku Raja Pahang, Honorable President and Tan Sri Samsudin, dan Rektor of RI'AYATUDDIN, Tan Sri Zulkifli Razak, Paduka Kekanda Adinda, dan Tan Sri, Puan Sri, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Before I proceed with my serious speech, I would like to say a few words in conjunction with the 40th anniversary of International Islamic University Malaysia. First of all, saya nak mengucap terima kasih kepada Chancellor yang saya cinta ni. Raja Permaisuri Tunku Azizah, yang mana telah berkenan untuk memegang jawatan sebagai Chancellor perlembagaan yang telah dikosongkan setelah kemangkatan Paduka Baginda saya. Pada ketika itu memang satu suasana dan keadaan yang agak tertekan juga bagi saya, kerana saya juga telah dipelawa untuk menjadi ketua perlembagaan disebabkan masa tidak mengizinkan saya, kerana saya telah pun mengambil empat tugasan sebagai Chancellor di beberapa universiti di Malaysia ini. Dan saya anggap tidak wajar jika saya ambil satu universiti yang begitu tinggi tarafnya dan memerlukan seorang Chancellor yang boleh memberi komitmen yang begitu jitu. So, terlintas dalam hati dan pemikiran saya itu, isteri saya yang paling sesuai ketika itu untuk memegang jawatan ini. Alhamdulillah, sepanjang perjalanan beberapa tahun ini saya begitu puas hati walaupun dalam keadaan suasana negara menghadapi gejala COVID, namun universiti ini telah pun dapat berjalan dengan sebaik mungkin. Dan saya berdoakan supaya Haji Muhammad akan terus menguasai universiti ini dan terus memajukan universiti ini dengan sokongan semua warga-warga RI'AYUM ini. In conjunction with the 40th anniversary of RI'AYUM, again, let me first congratulate the UIA Chancellor, Honorable President, Rector of RI'AYUM, and all the fraternities of RI'AYUM on the 40th anniversary of RI'AYUM. Since its establishment 4 decades ago, the UIA has consistently upheld its mission of providing quality education based in Islamic values, thus shaping the minds and hearts of many individuals. UIA has consistently embraced the noble value of research innovation and many collaborations that have made significant contribution to various fields, enriching our nations and global community. UIA has emerged as center of excellence, attracting the talent and scholars from around the world. As the King of Malaysia and son of the ALMARHUM Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah, who has contributed a lot during his lifetime as the first Chancellor of UIA, I am proud of remarkable achievement and contribution made by UIA over the past 4 decades. Your commitment to intellectual growth, Islamic values, and community engagement is truly commendable, and it serves as shining example for other educational institutions in the country and beyond. So on this joyous occasion, I extend my sincere appreciation to the RI'AYUM community. I'm confident that UIA will continue to flourish and serve as a beacon of knowledge and inspiration for generations to come. On the conferment of the doctorate, it is my utmost pleasure to be here today and humbly accept this esteemed honorary doctorate. I am truly honored, especially considering that it coincides with the university 40th anniversary. As I receive this recognition, I see it as a recognition not only of my own achievement, but also of the people of this country and the values we hold dear. I've had my fair share of experience in leadership matters and its significance firsthand in my line of duty, particularly over the last 5 years. Leadership is an integral part of my responsibilities, and these responsibilities were shouldered not for personal rewards or recognition. Therefore, the conferral of this doctorate upon me is truly priceless, and I'm truly privileged. In the recent years, since ascending the throne, I have come to realize the crucial role leadership plays uniting us and propelling us forward, seizing opportunities and fostering prosperity as a nation. We must always remind ourselves that leadership is intrinsically linked to the people we serve. Without the people, there is no leadership. As we say in Malay, tiada rakyat, tiada pemimpin. And as a humble king, my unwavering devotion to serving the rakyat and promoting their welfare has always been my utmost priority. I am constantly aware of their struggles and hardship, and I empathize with their plight while encouraging their aspiration for success. A leader must always prioritize the needs of the people above their own and lead by example, striving to make a positive impact on the lives of others. This principle has guided me during my tenure as the young Pertuan Agong of our great nation. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as I address you today, I'm reminded of the university tagline, leading the way, a noble mission befitting its status as an international and Islamic institution. Islam has guided humanity towards a new civilization, illuminating lives across borders. It is therefore paramount for this university to remain true to its name and mission in driving the Ummah forward. With these words, I once again express my heartfelt gratitude to the university for bestowing this honor upon me. I deeply value this recognition and pledge to continue contributing to my rakyat and to our beloved country. To the graduates, you are the lifeblood of any educational institution, and your thirst for knowledge and passion for making a difference in the world has inspired us all. As you embark on your own educational journeys, remember that education is not just about acquiring degrees or certification. It is all about cultivating an inquisitive mind, embracing diversity, and nurturing a sense of responsibility towards society. You have the power to shape the world for the better. And I urge you to embrace that responsibility wholeheartedly. And I'm confident that you will become the future leaders and architects of your respective nation. I encourage you to aim high and utilize the knowledge you have acquired to reach for the stars. Congratulations on your graduation. And I extend my best wishes to each one of you as you embark on your future endeavors. I would also like to take this moment to express my heartfelt appreciation to someone who has been my pillar of strength, my confidante, and my most trusted advisor, and my best chef. That is my beloved wife, mother of my children, and the grandmother of my grandchildren. And also not forgetting your beautiful Chancellor. Her unwavering support and love have been the driving force behind my achievement. The sacrifices and understanding have allowed me to fulfill my duties as a leader. Without her, I would be in trouble. None of this would be possible. And that's true, actually. And for that, I'm internally grateful to Allah and to her. Lizzie, thank you for being there for me always. With that, I thank you. And wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Menjunjung kasih Tuanku, we are very honoured by this acceptance and may Allah continue to grace Your Majesty's leadership with distinction and excellence, insyaAllah. Allahumma amin.
Ampun Tuanku, I have the pleasure to call upon Ustaz Muhammad Ramadan Subki Abdullah from the Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Mosque RI'AYATUDDin to recite the dua.
الفاتحة. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. اللهم آتي نفوسنا تقواها وزكها أنت خير من زكاها أنت وليها ومولاها. Almighty Allah, Lord most gracious, most merciful, we raise our hand in supplication to bestow upon our beloved King, His Majesty Sri Paduka Baginda DI-PERTUAN Agong AL-SULTAN Abdullah RI'AYATUDDIN Al-MUSTAFA BILLAH SHAH IBNI Almarhum Sultan HAJI AHMAD SHAH Al-MUSTA'IN BILLAH with your divine blessings and to reward His Majesty with the best of reward for His Majesty's magnanimity and graciousness in accepting the honorary degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Leadership from the International Islamic University, Malaysia. Almighty Allah, of powers omnipotent, of mercy ever to the fore, grace to His Majesty with the blessings of health, guidance, taqwa, and long life, filled with pious deeds, and sustain His Majesty's illustrious, courageous, and wise leadership for the good of this nation, the Ummah, and this university. Allahumma ayyid bidawamit tawfiq wal hidayah was-sihhata was-salamah Malikina ke bawah duli yang maha mulia Sri Paduka Baginda yang di-Pertuan Agong Al-Sultan Abdullah RI'AYATUDDIN Al-Mustafa Billah Shah Ibni Almarhum Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Al-MUSTA'IN Billah. Ya Allah, Tuhan yang maha pengasih lagi maha mengasihani, kami juga memohon apalah kiranya Engkau kurniakan sepenuh riayah pemeliharaan, kesihatan, ketakwaan dan kesejahteraan yang berpanjangan ke atas, ke bawah duli yang maha mulia Sri Paduka Baginda yang di-Pertuan Agong Al-Sultan Abdullah RI'AYATUDDIN Al-Mustafa Billah Shah Ibni Almarhum Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Al-MUSTA'IN Billah, dan ke bawah duli yang maha mulia Sri Paduka Baginda Raja Permaisuri Agong Tunku Azizah Aminah Maimunah Iskandariyah binti Almarhum Al-Mutawakkil ala Allah Sultan Iskandar Al-Haj. Demikian juga dipohon kepada ke bawah duli yang maha mulia Pemangku Raja Pahang Tengku Mahkota Tengku Hasan Al-Ibrahim Alam Shah Ibni Al-Sultan Abdullah RI'AYATUDDIN Al-Mustafa Billah Shah, serta yang amat mulia paduka-paduka ananda putera-puteri, cucunda dan kerabat dengan kemuliaan-Mu dan keagungan-Mu. Almighty Allah, we beseech you for your divine consent to bless the International Islamic University Malaysia under the leadership of our constitutional head, Her Majesty Sri Paduka Baginda Diraja Permaisuri Agong Tunku Azizah Aminah Maimunah Iskandariyah binti Almarhum Al-Mutawakkil ala Allah Sultan Iskandar Al-Hajj with greater success and splendor in leading the world in sustainable knowledge creation and virtuous character building. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. تقبل الله منكم.
Ampun Tuanku. The adjournment announcement by Her Majesty Sri Paduka Baginda, the Raja Permaisuri Agong.
Before I announce the ceremony adjournment, I would like to thank His Majesty for all his praises just now. I am a wife and a mother first, not only to His Majesty but also to the nation. And we had a deal together when I accepted to be the constitutional head. Dr. Mazli is down there. I remember in my apa tu? The certificate, whatever it was, His Majesty wrote there that I will be constitutional head during his reign, and he will take over after he finishes as king and his reign. So by next year, His Majesty will be the new constitutional head of the university. With that, the convocation ceremony is hereby adjourned. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
All guests are invited to recite Surah Al-Asr.
Ampun Tuanku. His Majesty Sri Paduka Baginda, the Yang di-Pertuan Agong, Al-Sultan Abdullah RI'AYATUDDIN Al-MUSTAFA BILLAH SHAH, IBNI Almarhum Sultan HAJI AHMAD SHAH Al-MUSTA'IN BILLAH, Her Majesty Sri Paduka Baginda, the Raja Permaisuri Agong, Tunku Azizah Aminah Maimunah Iskandaria binti Almarhum Al-Mutawakkil Allah Sultan Iskandar Al-Hajj, and His Royal Highness, the Regent of Pahang, Crown Prince Tengku Hassanal Ibrahim Alam Shah, IBNI Al-Sultan Abdullah RI'AYATUDDIN Al-Mustafa BILLAH SHAH, will now leave the hall. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
The royal procession will leave the hall.
يا ربي بالمصطفى بلغ مقاصدنا واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم يا رب يا واسع
Okay, all guests are invited to go to Kite Gallery.